Hello and welcome to Adding and Subtracting Polynomials. This covers different sections in different textbooks here, so I'm not going to put a section at the top, but you should be able to find the correct section in whatever book you're working in. The goal here today, guys, is to be able to add and subtract polynomials both horizontally and vertically, okay? The most important thing here is to show all of your work, okay? It's very, very important when dealing with polynomials. I put this slide in here just as a quick review of what we name the degrees in polynomials. So if it's a constant, the degree is 0. If it's linear, there's a degree of 1, quadratic for 2, cubic for 3, and biquadratic for 4. Okay? Alright, so to add polynomials, I'm going to show you first the horizontal way, and then we'll do the vertical way. Okay, so the first one here is 3x squared plus 2x minus 7 plus 6x squared plus 4. So if you recall, all we're doing here is combining like terms because we're adding. Okay? So to do the horizontal way, I just underline like terms with the correct number of lines. So for 3x squared here, we'll get the same line as 6x squared there. I have a 2x, we'll get 2. Negative 7x will get 2. There's nothing that can combine with 4, so that's going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I have 3x squared, 6x squared. They're both positive. We just add our coefficients, so that's going to be 8x squared, okay? So I'm just going to draw a line through that. I'm not scratching it out, just so I know that I'm done with it. Then I go to my second line, which is 2x minus 7x. 2 minus 7 is negative 5. We bring that down, so negative 5x. Cross those out. Nothing combines with 4, so we just have a positive 4. That is our simplest form for a polynomial because, number one, I cannot combine any of those by adding or subtracting them, and it's also in standard form going in descending order. Okay? So that's my final answer there. Okay? Now, to do one with going vertically, okay, I had 7x squared y minus 4xy, okay? I'm going to add that with a negative 4xy minus 3xy squared. When you add or subtract polynomials vertically, you want to add them up in common like columns, okay? So there's nothing that combine with this 7x squared y, so that's why there's nothing underneath that. There's nothing that combine with the negative 3xy squared, so that's why there's nothing up here, okay? So let's just start combining. There's my line. Can't combine anything there, so that's going to be a positive 7x squared y. I have a negative 4xy plus a negative 4xy. Negative plus a negative is going to be just adding like terms, so it's going to be positive plus a negative 8xy. Okay? Nothing can combine with negative 3xy squared, so we're just going to pull that right down into negative 3xy squared. Okay? Either way you do it, you're going to get the same answer as long as you add or subtract correctly. Okay? Alrighty, so here I like to do it horizontally, so I'm just going to show you horizontally. If you want to do vertically in your own notebook, that's totally your prerogative, whatever floats your boat. So we have 5y that can combine with 5a that can combine with a negative 6a, okay? Then I have negative 4a squared that can combine with positive 12a squared. Then I have a positive 7 that can combine with my negative 9, okay? So start it out. So I'm going to do my 4a squared first because I want to do this just going straight into descending order or standard form. So I have negative 4a squared here and a positive 12 here. So negative 4 plus a positive 12 is going to be positive 8a squared. So 8a squared, okay? Cross that off our list, and I'm going to go back to my 5a and negative 6a. Positive 5 minus 6. Or adding a negative is going to be negative 1a. Okay, we don't need to have that 1 there. It's already implied. Then I have a positive 7 and a negative 9, which will be negative 2. So minus 2. You could always just add the negatives there. That's fine too. Okay, so you have 8a squared plus a negative a plus a negative 2. That is your final answer there. It is in standard form and it is in simplest form. Okay, now we're going to subtracting polynomials, okay? The only difference in subtracting polynomials is that you have to distribute this negative sign to whatever follows it, or can also be called as adding the opposite. Okay? I'm going to distribute it first. So I have this negative sign here. I'm going to multiply that by 17x, multiply it by a positive 9. So I'm going to pull this down here. I have 11x minus 4 plus negative times a positive is a negative 17x. Negative times that positive 9 is a negative 9. So I'm adding a negative there. Okay? Now we can combine like terms. So I have 11x. Oops, just do one line there. My apologies. And negative 17x. So positive 11 minus 17 is going to be negative 6x. Cross those out. I have a negative 4 and a negative 9. That'll be negative 13. Or plus negative. There we go. Okay? So that's how you do it horizontally. Again, with those same lines. This will get 2, that will get 2. Okay? Alrighty. So let's do this one vertically. So I have y squared plus xy plus 1 minus negative 6y plus 14 minus 5y squared. So we're going to distribute that. Negative sign right here. That's going to turn that into a positive 6y. Right here, it's going to turn that into a negative 14. And right here, it's going to turn that positive 5y squared into a negative 5y squared. Okay? Then I'm going to line up this polynomial right below the one we just wrote. So what can I combine with positive 6y is positive 8y. Okay? Then I have my positive 1. Then I have my positive 1y squared. Now, it just so happens that each binomial in these binomials match up with each other. So we won't have any blank spaces. So I have a positive 6y and an 8y. So that's going to be 14y, positive. Negative 14 plus a positive 1 will be negative 13. Negative 5y squared plus a positive 1y squared. It's going to be a negative 4y squared. Okay? Is this my final answer? Of course it's not. Put it in standard form, you silly cats. So smart. Let's do that. So put it in descending order, so with negative 4y squared plus a positive 14y minus 13. Okay? It's in standard form and it's in simplest form. Okay, this one you're going to do on your own when you are completed and you think you have an answer, or you have have an answer. Hit play and see if you did it correctly. Make sure to show your work. Alrighty guys, if you got 4cd squared plus 10d, you did it correctly. Bravo to you. Way to go. And make sure again, it's in standard form or descending order. Okay? I want you to do these last two in your notebooks. Make sure to show all your work. I will be looking for that. And we'll check the answers in class. Okay, good luck guys. Bye.